Good morning, fam. So this morning we are cooking pinto beans, another recipe from our childhood and our past. And you can soak these overnight or you can soak them for 4 to 5 hours. So I have a ham hock, one ham hock in here with salt and pepper, a half a teaspoon of salt and pepper. If I need to add more as I go, I will. So now what I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to put my beans in the pot. And like I said, you're going to taste your broth as you go. And if you need to adjust it, you can. So my beans are in there. I have it on probably medium high. If I need to turn it down, I will, because I want the beans to take and you might be wondering, hey, why don't you put it in your crock pot? Why don't you put it in your Instant Pot? Because I love the smell of beans cooking in the house. It permeates the air. I love the smell of it. So now, what I have two small chickens that I'm going to be seasoned, and I'm going to show you the seasons that I'm going to be using. Okay. And so I'm going to put my oven on 350. And so we're going to get started. So this is the season. It's called a rotisserie seasoning. And it has salt, garlic powder, onion powder, all those good things in it. So where I'm gonna start first, I will be seasoning the inside of my chicken, but I want to make sure that it is completely dry. And so after I season the inside of the chicken, I am going to be adding lemons and lemon zest. Because most of the time we think about the outside of the chicken being seasoned, but we also want the inside of the chicken as well to have a really good flavor. So I'm going to go in with my seasoning, a generous amount, and I'll have how much I use down in my description below. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip the chickens over. Flipping them over. And make sure they're nice and dry. Make sure they're nice and dry. Okay, so now what I'm going to do before I put my rotisserie chicken seasoning, I'm going to put, this is the butter that I'm going to be putting so my seasoning will stick. It's very flavorful. It is the Kerrygold garlic and herb butter. Very good. So I'm going to pour the butter on top. Take my brush. I'm going to brush it. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but this is the way I'm doing it. And so I'm going to add this all over the back of the chicken, because you want both sides of your chicken to be very flavorful. Then here I have added a little more garlic powder, onion powder, and parsley flakes. So then we're going to come over here. We're going to do the same thing to the back of this chicken. Going to brush it on really well. You want to get it all over. Because this is Flavor Town. It's nothing like getting a chicken and it's bland. So when you do chicken or fried chicken, you want the chicken to be nice and flavorful. You don't have to add hot sauce, honey, or anything. You want the chicken to be nice and flavorful. So now I'm going to add to the back of this chicken garlic powder, onion powder, parsley flakes. Now we're going to flip it over. Okay. So now that we have seasoned the inside, we're going to go in with some lemons. You can stuff it with whatever you choose to. It doesn't even matter. I'm also going to, on the top of it, I want to put some lemon zest. And then I'm going to put the seasoning that I put on the back of the chicken, lemon zest, in the inside of it. We're going to take that butter. We're going to do the front of the chicken. Look how beautiful it is already. Don't forget to coat those wings. Give those wings some love as well. You want flavor on everything. Sometimes we skip the wing part, but you want flavor on those wings as well. Make sure those wings get coated as well. And this is a really, really good recipe. Something nice, simple, and easy. And delicious. Something delicious. So now, we're going to sprinkle. We're going to sprinkle some more of the rotisserie seasoning. All on the wings, all on everything. Absolutely amazing. And you're going to bake it. You're going to bake it for 1 hour and 30 minutes, depending on the size of your chickens. If it needs longer, I'll put a temperature probe in there to make sure that it's at the temperature to come out. Okay, so now we're going to transfer it over to one of my baking pans. Do it just like this. Transfer it right over. Transfer it right over. How beautiful. Then I have the gizzards and all that stuff in the neck. So I'm going to season it with the rotisserie season as well. Toss it around. Toss it around. I'll soak up all this wonderful flavor. And if this is something that you don't like, the necks and the livers and the gizzards, you could just omit this. This is something that you don't have to put in there. For us, we love it. So the rest of this delicious butter, I'm gonna add a little olive oil to it right now. A little olive oil to soak up everything on the bottom. We want to get it all, and that's our oven telling us that it's ready. It's set on 350, but I'm going to drizzle this right on top. I want to get it all. I want to get every bit of it. Every bit of it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the lid on top of it. And like I said, I'm going to let it cook for an hour and 30 minutes until it's to the right temperature. And I'll bring you guys back when it all comes together. So I pulled it out just to check it. So now what I'm going to do, I've let it cook for an hour with the lid completely off of it. So now I'm going to, really doesn't need it. I don't want to pull that flavor off of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drizzle it, leave that flavor right on it. Even the chicken gizzards and livers, I want to make sure that they're a lot of flavor as well. And then I'm going to just put it right back in the oven, and I'm going to still leave the lid off of it. So back in the oven it goes. Okay, so our beans are done, which is a really good source of protein. So if there is a little tip that you can do to thicken your beans if you want less liquid. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take out a few of the beans and take them out. No liquid. If you have a little bit, it's not gonna hurt it, but you're gonna. And this is the little secret and the tip to making your beans thick. You're gonna mash them down. Mash them down. Now myself, I enjoy the broth, but if you want less broth, mash them really well. Oh, and I tasted the beans, by the way, and they are delicious. Seasoned, very, very good. And beans normally cook 2 to 3 hours, but if you have a Instant Pot or some other way, you probably can cook them less the time. So now you're going to put this right back into your pot, of course. Let it cook for about 30 more minutes, and your beans should be and thicken your beans. Okay, everybody, I am back. So remember I told you how the beans were thick when you mash some up and put them back. They thicken up so beautiful. A delicious bowl of beans. Now, my daughter, the only way that Brooke would eat them, it has to be over rice. So, and then a beautiful oven roasted chicken. I'm going to grab that out. Turn this around because it's falling apart. Absolutely tender, beautiful, flavorful, all of that. just amazing. And so guys, I'm gonna put a little garnish of beautiful parsley on top of it. So there you have it. You have your pinto beans, and we have our beautiful roasted chicken, oven roasted chicken with a side of rice. And I'm going to taste a little bit of the beans for you. I've tasted them before because I wanted to make sure about your seasonings. So I'm going to taste a little bit of the beans for you guys. Absolutely delicious. Delicious. Very hearty for this time of year. Very, very delicious. And good. Good protein. Until the next time, you be blessed. Share these recipes. I will also leave the ingredients in my description below. God bless you all.